The sun had barely crested over the hills of Jerusalem when Eli set off on the road to Jericho. He pulled his robe tighter as the wind swept through the valley. The road was quiet, too quiet, but he wasn't worried. He had made this journey before. The path, though rocky and infamous for bandits, was the fastest way to his business in Jericho. As the city walls faded behind him, the trail narrowed between craggy outcrops and dried thorn bushes. That's when they came. Two shadows leapt from the rocks. One struck him hard across the face, and the world spun. His satchel was ripped from his shoulder, his sandals torn off, his robe shredded like paper. A boot hit his ribs. Then darkness. When Eli opened his eyes, the sky had changed. The sun burned hotter now, merciless overhead. Blood had dried along his temple. Every breath stabbed at his side. He couldn't sit up, couldn't move. Dust clung to his sweat-soaked skin. He groaned, barely able to lift a hand. His voice was nothing but a whisper. "Help!" Footsteps. A man in brilliant white robes approached. Eli blinked, recognizing the golden tassels. A priest. Surely he would stop. But the man paused, looked, and stepped around the wounded figure, as if he were a pile of broken stones. Time passed. More silence. Then another figure, a Levite, with a scroll tucked beneath one arm, and a nervous look in his eyes. He too slowed, stared for a moment, then turned away, quickening his pace down the path. Eli's heart sank. He tried to cry out, but his throat was dry, his voice gone. Then hooves. A donkey. A man dismounted nearby. Not a Jew. His clothes were different, rougher, stitched in a Samaritan style. Eli's hope faded. Jews and Samaritans did not mix. He would pass by like the others, but this one didn't. The stranger knelt beside him, eyes full of concern. "Peace," the Samaritan whispered. He unpacked a cloth and poured oil onto Eli's wounds. The pain burned, but the touch was gentle. Bandages followed, torn from his own robe. Then the man lifted him, slowly, carefully, and draped him across his donkey. They moved together, the Samaritan walking beside him, hands steady on his back to keep him from falling. Hours passed. The road turned to cobblestone. An inn appeared. Inside, the Samaritan laid Eli on a bed, spoke with the innkeeper, and placed 2 silver coins in his palm. "Care for him," he said. "If the cost is more, I'll repay you when I return." That night, as Eli drifted into sleep, he watched the Samaritan disappear into the dusk. He would never forget that face, not because it was familiar, but because it wasn't. A stranger, an outsider, yet he had done what brothers had not. Mercy had come, not with titles or tradition, but on the dusty feet of a man who simply chose to see and stop.